Judge Ratha Mokgatlheng earlier made a U-turn on a ruling to expunge confidential documents in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. Documents relate to investigations carried out on the 18th of June in 2020. The state witness, Sergeant Vusimuzi Mogane, couldn't divulge due to their sensitive nature. The Pretoria High Court had ordered Mogane to only disclose shooting and kidnapping cases implicating the accused to him, to the state and the defense, but a defense counsel disclosed the documents to a client, thereby violating a court order. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi reports.
I'm going to order that you must disclose that information, all of it, okay, but you must disclose it in the form of a note, all right? And that note will be made available to all the counsels here, even Mr. Baloyi, and it will be kept by this court. And I take it all these counsels who are here, they are sworn to secrecy because they are officers of this court. They don't have to go and divulge this information anywhere else.
This confidential information would answer questions about why accused number 2, Mogane Ntanzi, was only booked back into his cell in the early hours of the 19th of June 2020 after being booked out for a 4-hour investigation of confirming what turned out to be his failed alibi on the morning of the previous day. But what would happen on Wednesday was what the judge had warned against on Tuesday.
Yesterday the court asked me to bring a document of cases that we were doing. I brought the documents as the court has asked me. I've written down all the cases that we were doing and the names of the accused. I also gave it to Advocate Baloyi, contained in an envelope. As we were sitting and during the break, my lord, I saw the document. When I handed it over to Mr. Baloyi, it was written confidential. However, I saw the document now roaming around in court, my lord.
Who else had that document?
I saw Mnisi in possession of it and all the accused were reading it.
Mogane said this worried him.
And now I am being worried, my lord, for our witnesses, especially in those cases. And some of those cases also affect some of the accused. I would not mention them by names. And in all these cases, my lord, there are firearms that are involved. People were shot, people were kidnapped, and other people were threatened. So I was worried if my witnesses would still be alive tomorrow. As I am saying that, my lord, there are a couple of case numbers there. It is possible that they can go into our SAPS computers so that they would get the names and the addresses of our witnesses.
Lawyer for accused number 4, Advocate Zitulele said he had consulted on the contents of the document with his client, Mthokoziseni Mapisa.
Actually, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Because that document is supposed to be perused by me first. Because I'm aware of the Intelligence Act that certain documents are classified. I'm aware of it. I've dealt with cases like this in the past. Even when apartheid was applicable, where you approach a judge in chambers and the judge makes an order and reads it in chambers to the presiding advocates. But because we are so-called in a new dispensation of transparency, I made it in open court. But that document, or those documents, are not supposed to be seen by anybody except me, first.
But the judge then made a U-turn after what he termed the irregular divulgence of the document.
Yeah, because this court hopes to be fair. There was a dispute as to whether this witness is actually, his testimony is actually the truth or not. And at that stage, this court is not involved in joining whether this witness is being truthful or not, because it's at the moment giving evidence. This court decided, in the interest of justice, that if it is actually correct that these cold cases he alludes to, including the Nongoma case regarding the murder, the court should make a request in the form of an order that this witness should itemize and categorize those cases in which he says they are cold and they are at the moment not yet finalized.
Advocate Baloyi is now ironing out Mogane's version in re-examination, which has been rolled over to Thursday. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mnisi at the High Court in Pretoria.